The road to the NBA Finals concludes with the two best home teams in the league. And the team that has won Game 1 has gone on to win 7 of the last 8 NBA titles. Hi, everybody. Hannah Storm.
Away from the basket. They've got to swarm and collapse on him. When Shaq's playing defense, you have to attack him. Occupy him on the ball. Don't let him be a shot blocker out there. Now, the Indiana Pacers, I talked to him, and to a man, they are not just...
By Killian's Irish Red, which reminds you one look says a lot. By Nissan. Driven by Net Zero, defenders of the free world. Free internet access forever. Call 1-800-DEFENDER. And by the new Big Soft Wind. It's all you need for a great shave.
The lineups for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The front line of the Pacers, Rick Smits at 7'4" and 265, given the assignment at least initially of dealing with Shaquille O'Neal, but obviously the Pacers will try and give him help. Reggie Miller, the all-time leader in three-pointers made in regular season and playoff history of the NBA. And Mark Jackson, a 13-year veteran, as is Miller, finally making a trip to the NBA Finals. Larry Bird, the NBA's Coach of the Year, his first season in 1998 with the Pacers, has them in the Finals, and this is third and last season. Shaquille O'Neal led the league in scoring, and he leads the playoffs in scoring and rebounding. Kobe Bryant and Ron Harper in their backcourt, and as Doug Collins pointed out on the opening, Bryant against Reggie Miller head-to-head, which will occur at least part of the time, is one of the matchups to savor in this series. Phil Jackson, highest regular season and playoff winning percentage of any coach in NBA history. Let's check with Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Bob. I talked to Ron Harper before the game. He said that last series did wonders for them, and not only tested them as a team, but having to play every couple of days gave them a chance to really get into a rhythm as a team, which is important going into the finals. Shaquille O'Neal told me he's focused, intense, ready to let his play do his talking. And Kobe Bryant is the most excited person in this entire deal and said he spent his life watching the finals. Now it's his turn to play in them. For more on the Indiana Pacers, let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmad. Well, many of the Indiana Pacers were very late in their arrival at the game today. In fact, their entire second bus didn't get here until an hour and 5 minutes before the game. They were stuck on the 10 freeway. Many of them, including Larry Bird, Dale Davis, Jalen Rose, Travis Best, and in the background, Mark Jackson, were on that bus. They were unable to get their normal routine. Instead, they were anxious, cramped up on a bus. Jalen Rose said he thought that the bus driver had to be a Laker fan, and in fact, many of them felt that they should have had a police escort, and they're very concerned about how effective they will be at the beginning of the game. On another situation, Larry Bird says, we know we can beat this team. However, our confidence isn't always there. It comes and goes. Tonight will set the tone for the entire series. Bob?
Jim, thank you. The officials are Danny Crawford, Jack Nees, and Terry Durham.
Bob, I think the thing to watch here earlier, what are the matchups going to be? Reggie Miller told us yesterday that he was going to guard Kobe Bryant, but let's see how the Lakers match up against the Pacers.
LA puts it in the hands of Ron Harper. Glenn Rice for three. Left all alone on the game's first possession. He's the best three-point shooter over the course of the season that the Lakers have, but he couldn't hit that one.
Now, Indiana loves to establish Rick Smits early. Let's see if they go to him in the post against Shaquille. Miller
runs off the screen. Harper is on it. Here is Smits with the jump hook. That's an air ball into the hands of A.C. Green. Ron Harper finds Shaq. He's double-teamed, his pass deflected, and stolen by Dale Davis. Mark Jackson pushes it up the floor, finds Jalen Rose. And the Pacers take a 2-0 lead.
Big basket there for Jalen Rose. He must get off to a good start. Early in the playoff box, he has struggled where he's drifted early in games and tried to get going later, and it's been too late for the Pacers in many instances.
Miller's on Bryant. Kobe to the baseline. Here's his turnaround to tie the game.
What a tough shot.
Bryant is guarding Mark Jackson, at least at the outset. Rose comes off the pick for the jumper, and O'Neal claims the rebound. Pass in the lane to Glenn Rice on the game's first whistle.
We have some really good matchups out there. Jalen Rose and Glenn Rice. Jalen's going to have to do a good job chasing Rice around screens. That time he tried to get a quick post up, and Rose has got to stay out of foul trouble. They need him out there on the floor.
Here's Bryant. And now Harper looking for Shaq, who takes it in deep, and you can't stop that.
Well, if you're going to let him get it that deep, you cannot let him foul, get the basket and the foul. Little interchange underneath the basket, and the Pacers got confused. Now watch as Shaq steps over, and Dale Davis allows him to get right in front of him. And we talked about when he gets it that deep, you can't get into the double team. Shaq finishes it, and he gets the foul.
A strange bounce to complete the three-point play. He's now hitting right at 50% in the playoffs. He made 2 huge free throws with 2.5 minutes to go to tie the game against Portland on Sunday.